Well, I'm doing something completely insane tonight. I'm staying in a 1-star hotel. The kind of place that has reviews that say, if you want to know what it's like staying in a third world country motel, this is the experience for you. Dirty. And my journey starts right here in Bedford, Massachusetts, at the Bedford Motel. And here's the thing, I have to leave an honest 5-star review. And by the looks of these other reviews, this might put me in therapy after. And this place from the outside doesn't seem all that bad. But Yalula had something to say about this place. She said, I had some guy bang on my door non-stop saying checkout is at 11. I thought he left, but after 1 minute, he had the nerve to open my door with the key without even giving me a heads up. I never experienced such rudeness and disrespect. So instead of room service, they have room surveillance. And somebody else said, when we arrived to the room, it was smelling like somebody was smoking in there. They put a bag on the smoke detector? I'll have to investigate that. And another review said the room was dirty, but so dirty. There were spider webs everywhere, the clean towels had stains, the sheets were dirty, the floors were dirty, bathroom was dirty, everything's dirty. We're gonna have to check it out. So will I get an intruder at some point in my stay, or will I have a comfortable night? Let's put it to the test. Upon entering this fine establishment, I was greeted by a little boy at the desk. And after taking a quick look around, I noticed a vending machine, which is actually quite nice because you never know, I might come in at night for a little snacky. And this kid actually complimented my wallet.
Oh, thanks.
I have a Batman wallet if you didn't know. And now I might give this place 5 stars just for that compliment alone. So he gave me the key to the room, and I can tell you, when I walked in, I was not expecting this. Oh my god. At first glimpse, it was actually kind of clean, but after further inspection, this place was rough. And look at that view. Okay guys, first impressions was the smell instantly, but it smells like somebody's been smoking in here. And I immediately saw what these reviews were talking about. So let's run through a couple things. Now the smoke detector wasn't covered, so we'll check that off the list. And the second accusation was the room was dirty, but so dirty. So far it's pretty dirty, but I'm not done investigating yet. We'll come back to this one. Look at that bed. That's not that bad, I hope. But little did I know that this bed is the most disgusting part of this video.
Yep, there is a bug on the bed.
Stay tuned. Okay, so this place is a little bit beat up. There's some repair damage all over the place. Now there are scratches on the walls, and there are spider webs. The bathroom does not look bad at all. There's some hair right there. I don't know whose hair that is, but, you know. Bunch of stuff on the floor. It's kind of all moldy. There's like mold everywhere. And time for the moment of truth. How does the shower look? This was a big complaint, so let's check it out. Actually, not too bad. It's a little moldy in there, but it doesn't look terrible. Wow. And that is really, ooh. So what do I think about the room? It lives up to it. It's very dirty in here. Walk-ins, will I get walked in on tomorrow morning? Who knows? Might have room surveillance. And David said it was fine until this happened. Another complaint about the manager opening the door. The manager came to our room at 10:45 on checkout day and actually opened the door and stuck his head in to remind us of the 11 a.m. checkout time. I wasn't there, but my partner was, and she was very upset at this intrusion, which he repeated 10 minutes later. I have been advised to report him to the police and to register a complaint with the Bedford Better business. I haven't yet done this, but I advise anybody to stay away from this horrible motel. I really hope I don't get walked in on. That would be crazy. And it is also really hot in here. I don't know how anyone can be in here and not sweat a bucket of water. If it doesn't cool down in here, I don't know how I'm gonna sleep at all. And now it's time for the moment of truth. How does this bed look? There looks to be a hair on the pillow. Oh wow, the sheets are stained. Immediate first impression. Well, at least the light works. Oh my god, there is stains on the pillowcases. Let's see if there's anybody sleeping in this bed right now. Oh! Bed bugs, perhaps? The bed is completely stained up. Oh my goodness.
Yep, there is a bug on the bed.
However, this bed is dirty. Oh my god. Oh my. This bed is so dirty. This is incredibly terrible. Well, I tore apart the bed, and this bed is really nasty. I can't really see, but I'm pretty sure these are just crumbs. I don't think they're bed bugs. After further inspection of the bed, it looks disgusting. I'm gonna have a really hard time giving this place a 5-star review, because this is, woo! On the bright side, there's a mini fridge, and the shower isn't that dirty. And guys, I've been here for a while, and that AC unit is not working. This place is not getting any colder. Now let's cover another review. And Marie said it's probably the worst place I've ever stayed. The staff was not friendly, and I had to go to the laundry room to get more towels. There was a kid working the front desk, and he complimented my Batman wallet. That was pretty friendly. And on the bright side, this place is now a sauna. I am cooking in here, it's beautiful. And as I was going to get dinner, I noticed that right next door is an adorable little ice cream place. And the area that this motel is in is actually quite nice, so I'm definitely taking note of that. And guess how much this place costs? $80 a night. So far, on a scale of dirtiness, this place is up there. It has confirmed the dirtiness of the reviews, really. Looks like they could use a bit of a cord management system. And I forgot to mention, it does have a closet. Maybe I'll include that in my review. Wait a minute, that's like the bare minimum. What is this, New York City? Well, guys, the AC still doesn't work. I've been here for a while, and I want to go to bed. So I am going to try to take a shower in there. It's time to get clean to get dirty. I mean, honestly, I think the bathroom is probably the cleanest place here. And it's still not great. I'm squeaky clean, but somehow made the bathroom dirtier. And now I only have one thing on my mind. I have to get in there? This is the point where I just keep telling myself, you're the man, Jordan. You got this. No problem. So I got in bed and tried my best to fall asleep. Well, what a night. All I can say is that I was sweating so bad. The AC was making so much noise, and there were people outside having an argument last night, so although I did not get any intruders, so that is a huge plus. So I didn't get walked in on this morning, but I did notice the manager going up to random doors. Was he intruding? The world may never know. Well, it's time to rinse all the sweat off. Well, now that I've stayed one night, I suppose it's time for my 5-star review. Now, what do I say about this place? I have a lot to say about my stay here, but I guess I will start with this. I was pleasantly surprised by the neighborhood. It was very peaceful and quaint. The boy at the front desk complimented my Batman wallet. This made my day. There is a delicious ice cream shop right next door. The bed, well, let's just say it was firm in some areas and dangerously soft in others, like sleeping on a bag of loose onions. Just my style. Wink. The nighttime acoustics were euphoric. I could hear every word of the arguments next door. Felt like I was part of the family. Unfortunately, I didn't have the pleasure to meet the man who enters, aka the human alarm clock, but more traumatic. But it's those little missed moments that haunt you. Would I stay again? Already booked. And after a short and enlightening stay, it was time for me to depart. You know, I was starting to really feel at home in this motel room. But, you know, every little bird has to leave the nest. So I checked out, and that was the end of this little adventure. And I learned a few things from this. I guess it's don't judge a book by its cover. Or in this case, maybe do that. Maybe it's alright too. I survived in a 1-star hotel and lived to tell the tale. I think a piece of my soul is still in that bathroom. Was it worth it? Absolutely not. Would I do it again? Maybe. Smash that subscribe button so I can afford therapy. Or maybe a tetanus shot. Have a great day. Watch another video?